Hello, I'm Maria from the Richardson's Homeschool Life. Today's Tuesday, so here we are with another vlog. Today we're going to cover what Sean does on a Friday. So we've done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Now nothing much has altered on a Monday and Tuesday. We've pretty much kept it to how we wrote it out. Wednesdays and Thursdays we took music away. If you watched last week's, we told you about it. We removed music because Sean just wasn't getting into it. So that just leaves us with what does Sean do on a Friday. So a fantastic planner. So yeah, like I say, every morning we start with some Bible scriptures we read a portion of the Bible, which is up there. And we'd read a portion of that, have a little discussion, and we're ready then to start what we're going to do. So we normally start with maths. Now I've shown you like Monday and Tuesdays, we did one blue math book. And Wednesday and Thursday we did a different blue math book. They were what were left over from last year, and there's still quite a bit on them to do. But Friday we didn't have any maths books left. So what I've been doing, rather than take it all out of the folder, I'll just show you in the folder. Downloading sheets. Now I got these from Twinkl. There was 6 of these because as you can see there's numbers at the top, so there was 6 of them. They're all like times tables. So we predominantly focus on times tables on Friday. Not necessarily so, but predominantly we do. So yeah, that's quite a good sheet. As you can see, there's a lot of questions on there. So she just sits down and she works her way through them. Quarter one day though, having a peek at the calculator. So just see what you can work out yourself. So yeah, she did, and she does really good. She knows a lot more really than what she thinks she does. Sometimes she'll say, well, I can't do that. And I say, well, just sit down and have a little think. And it's amazing what she does know, really. It is amazing. But yeah, Sean does basic maths, as you know. I've told you enough times. We just stick to basic because she can't really get on with maths anyway. And I think as long as she knows what she needs to know to get by when she's older, that's great. And if at some point later in life she suddenly takes an interest in numbers and maths, you know, she can pursue things then in her own good time then. So yeah, this is what we do mainly on a Friday. So I just download sheets. They're not always from Twinkl. The vast majority are from Twinkl, and they were free, or free sheets. So I thought that was really good. I have had a look on thiseducation.com. I do get some bits from there. I don't know if I've got any bits to show you at the moment. Can't find any at the minute. But yeah, I sometimes get bits from there, but I do find a lot of theirs is more tailored to the younger child. So it's, I want to say babyish, but I can't really say that. It is more younger because it's got little children's pictures on. Had it just been in rows of questions, it wouldn't be so bad. But because they do have little pictures on, little teddies and children's pictures, that's a bit off-putting for Sean. So I don't tend to use them anymore for maths. But I have had some good sheets from there in the past. But yeah, mainly Twinkl. I download the free stuff. I was going to get a membership with Twinkl, as I was saying before, but I decided against it. I thought, well, you know, there's so many different resources out there. Why on earth am I going to pay for something? And you have to pay a membership. I'd probably pay a year's membership, and then it would probably be done automatic every year. So I'd have to go to the hassle to cancel it all when I wanted to. And I thought, well, I've got by all this time really, and we've had loads of good free stuff. They do give you lots of good free stuff. There's now and again you get little periods where it's the same stuff or there isn't anything on it. But on the whole, I've got a lot of free stuff, and I'll show you some work I've got in a minute as well, not just the maths. But yeah, like I was saying, not to go off topic for the moment, the maths, we do maths, so we do a sheet, a printed sheet. However, I was given an empty workbook, an exercise book, an old school one, and I was thinking what I might do is write some out, just fill this old school book. It's an A4 size, somebody just give it me. And although it hasn't got lots of room, it's got different things at the bottom. I'll ignore the bottom bits, but I can write lots of maths questions out there, you know, all your basic maths questions. I could just fill the book with them, and we can carry on doing that on a Friday rather than download more if there's no more free printables. and it'll save ink as well. So yeah, I thought, well, just as good doing that. So we start with the Bible reading, we do the maths. Then for English, well, I say English, I'd say this is like geography, English, history combined, because she does the world flag. She started off wanting to draw world flags and researching them. So we did it last year and we've carried it on now as an English lesson. So just an example, she draws flag from a country, researches it and just writes about it. And that's what she's been doing. So she does this for part of her English on Fridays. But like I say, it's like geography, history and English combined, really. I mean, a lot of lessons aren't they? We give them specific titles, but a lot of them can cross over the divide into different subjects, can't they? So yeah, pop that in my tray, then I won't be losing it. And also then on Friday after that, she does history. Well, we're still using the Key Stage 3 workbook. She's really enjoyed this workbook and she loves to do it. At the moment, well, we haven't got many pages left, probably about 4 left at the moment. But I'll just give you an example of what she's on. She did mixed style questions at the back of the book, which is toward the very end. You can see she gets carried away writing lots and lots. And what you do, you get on these mixed style, they give you, if I bring a bit closer you might see, they give you 2 different like question things for you to follow. So yeah, she picks which one she wants to do because it says choose one. So she picks which one and then she writes about it over there. And what I like about the end of the book, it does actually give you space to write, which is what I can't understand why it didn't all the way through, but not to worry. So yeah, and I thought, well, what might be nice actually when she's finished these, because last week she was umming and ahhing thinking, I don't know which one to do because it was like World War One and World War Two. Well, Sean is into her World War. She really loves the history of that and she likes working on different things about it. So I thought what might do, because she's got a miscellaneous book, you've probably seen it before, where she's wrote different things in little stories, or you know, if it's been a special day, she's researched and wrote about it in this little exercise book. It's not little, it's quite a big one, but I can't see if I can see it. Oh, hang on. Might be here. Might just be able to reach it and show you. You've probably seen it before. Put that down a minute. But yeah, this book started off just miscellaneous work. She hasn't really even got halfway in it because a lot of stuff, you know, she does in other books now, but she picks subjects sometimes and she's done different things in it and topics. And you know, if there's a day where she thinks, oh, I don't really want to do that, well, you know, what do you want to do? I want to do such and such. Oh, we'll just get this book out then and just write a bit about it, do a bit of research and write. And, you know, that's the sort of book it is. So I was thinking what we can do with that book is go back through these mixed style questions and do the questions which she didn't choose first time round, so she could get to do a World War Two. So if she picks the opposite question, she can write about it in this book then, because obviously there's only enough room for answering one of the questions in this one. So I thought, well, she could go through it and do it in that. So that'll extend her history for this book a bit and let her cover all the things that she was on, oh, I don't know which one to pick, you know, so she can get to do both of them. So I thought that might be quite a nice idea for her to do, because when that book is finished, like I say, there's only about 4 pages, but when we have done that and when we've done the second choice of questions, if that's what she wants to do, well, she will with some of them, I know, she might not with all of them, but I thought then what we might do is go for all the different reigns, because she's very interested in kings, queens throughout history, and what might be nice for her to go through, like the British kings and queens, and she can write about their reign, about them, about the time period, what it was like living under their reign for, you know, for wealthy people, for the peasants, and what medicines were like, you know, explore the period that each monarch ruled. I thought that might be quite nice and she'd be interested in that. So that's more like a topicy thing, really. I mean, we're not giving it a great thought how we'll tackle that, but it'd be more like a topic thing, I think, because it's quite a lot to go at with, you know, different time periods. Obviously, not everything changes from one monarch to another. Things change gradually over time normally, but you know, there are changes and she can write about them. I think she'd enjoy doing that. And it's good because it'll teach her about, you know, different things as well, because she hasn't really covered the history of medicine, so that can be brought into it. So the history book doesn't cover that at all, which surprised me really, but I've got a feeling that the GCSE one does. But because it's doubtful we're going to be doing that, then I thought it might be nice just for her to learn it, you know, separately really. We'll do it like under the monarch. So what I'll probably do is write a list out of different things to cover under it, like the jobs people did, the medicines, and we can do the divide from the sort of richer people and the poor people, so she can see the difference and what it was like. So I think that might be a good idea actually for me to start doing it when I remember these things, because otherwise I've got this habit of leaving things to the last minute and then I miss things out. So yeah, might make notes of things that it'd be good to explore, and I think she'd really enjoy that. Because I think the nearest that book got us to medicine was when it covered the plague, and it sort of mentioned briefly about bloodletting and things like that, but it didn't really go into medicine and bringing it up through the ages. So I thought that might be quite nice to do and fill her in on things. She'll enjoy it. So yeah, that's what we do with history. And then we do read aloud. We do read aloud every day. But like I say, I think when we come to the end of this school year, year 10, I'm saying that we've only just started it, but you know what I mean, when we get to the end of it, we've got books up there still to read. But I think once they've been done, I'm not going to buy no more read aloud books. Once they've been done, then I think we're going to stop doing read aloud, which is quite a shame really, because I've been doing read aloud with her since she was about 4, and the first book she started reading were just like Biff and Chip picture books, and you sort of said a story to the pictures you could see, and then it went on to like odd words and building up, and that's how we'd done it over time. Although she could read before she went to school, but we'd started like that. I'd started on some other books before that. I can't remember what they were called. I remember my brother buying her a set one Christmas, and we were doing it, and she was about 3 then. But yeah, when she went to school, she had to start doing it that way. But she's always read to me. We've always done it together. So, but we'll still do the Bible reading together every day. So we're still reading together a bit. But yeah, she won't be reading that to me. But I thought what might be nice, because obviously she doesn't want to read to me forever. She doesn't want to be 16 and 17 and doing read aloud. So I thought we'll get to the end now of Key Stage 3, or the end of the books, whichever comes first, and we'll do that then. Maybe if there's an odd book left on the shelf, we might just start in September and finish them off. But once they are finished, definitely we're not going to do no more read alouds like that. What she's going to do then, she'd just have a book to read. Like, it'll be a bit like combining English literature, that every day she'll read a book. And I think it's nice to keep her own notes, and because at the moment I keep notes what she's read, what pages we're on, and what the book's about and that. But I think it might be nice for her to do that herself, so get a little exercise book writing what book she's reading and mark pages down every day so she knows where she is with it, and then she can give her own summary of what she thinks of the book when she's read it. And that's quite nice, because I'll know that she's read it, and it gives me insight into, you know, what she thinks of these things and sort of her view on them. And it's good for her to express her view on things as well, because I don't think Sian does enough of that. She doesn't express her view enough, and sometimes I'm guilty because I don't ask enough questions to prompt her to say things. And this is something I have to remember to do, to sort of ask questions. Well, what do you think about, and why do you think this has happened, you know, to get her to think and have some independent thinking in that manner. So yeah, so she's got enough points of view when she knows what she wants in other matters, but you know, school. And yeah, I am guilty of that, because I don't ask enough questions, and So I think it'd be quite nice really to take control of her own reading and keep her own records and, you know, her own points of view in these records. So that we'll probably skip out English literature then, because that's a bit like that how we're doing it. Because I'm a bit with it, you know, but we're not planning on dropping it just yet. But I think that a read aloud would sort of do away with English literature then, because once she gets to, it'll be just sort of, I don't know, quiet reading or something, you know, she'll read a book and that'll be the same sort of thing then. But as it stands at the moment, other than the music, we're not altering nothing just yet. So like I say, on the Fridays we do Bible reading, we do maths, we do the flag drawing, writing, as I just shown you, history, and we finish with read aloud. We don't do so much on a Friday, and we tend to keep Fridays a shorter day. Now I had been thinking about Fridays, about altering it, and not just yet, but probably when we've completely done with science actually. I thought we might shift things around a bit, maybe it'd be next year, but because the science, well, I just say we had around about 15 weeks left on it, might be a bit less now since I've said that, but when science is done with, she doesn't really want to do any more on science. Occasionally we may do the odd experiment because she's got a box of scientific experiments. We might just say, hey, let's have a go at that, you know, or we might just be talking about something, going for a walk and talking about the weather formation or something, if we see lovely shaped clouds or something, and you can bring it up in things like that. Things that interest her, you know. But as a lesson, as science is, we're not going to be doing that again once that's finished. But that won't be till next year. But I thought what to do then is swap the history on a Friday into the science spot on a Monday. So what might do, and when the Collins English workbook has finished, we might take the flag drawing and write up over onto that on a Thursday, swap into that. So that then would just leave us with the Bible reading, the maths and the read aloud. Well, if we don't worry about that, I think then we're going to free Friday totally up. So by next summer, we're hoping to have freed Friday and not do any structured work on a Friday. We're just going to do self-led work. So maybe we can go out walking, talking, and they really are the best things. They are walking and talking. That's really good. It's good for you, you know. I can't say how good for you it can make you feel unless you do it yourself and you know and say, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I want to do more of that. I want to go out and just walk and look at things and talk, and you know, Sean can take pictures that she wants, and just a relaxed sort of time, and a time where you can talk about anything really, school wise, life wise, personal wise, anything at all. It's just good time, and explore. It's exploring time for going out and about and exploring things. Maybe we'll go visit somewhere, but I want that free day Friday so that we can do all the sort of things that we wanted to do, you know. When I thought about homeschooling, I thought of it as a relaxed, freer sort of way, and I ended up doing all these key stage 3 work and that because I couldn't let go of that routine of school. But it's going now. I'm definitely relaxing, and yeah, I'm thinking free day Friday. That's what we're going to have, a free day Friday. But it'll probably be next summer because, like I say, we'll get rid of the science. We're not just going to suddenly stop books because we decided that we might as well just carry them on and do them. So we're going to swap history over onto a Monday with where the science would have been. She enjoys a flag drawing and, you know, writing up about them. She loves researching that. So we'll pop that over into the English where the English Collins workbook is at the moment, and then the rest we'll just free up. We'll just have a free day. But like I say, that'll be next summer. Now I am going to just show you before I go some Twinkl worksheets I've got. I was talking about Twinkl earlier. See if I can find which folder I put them in. Well, it wasn't that one. It's always the last one I pick up. Always. So yeah, what I'd got, With Twinkl, and I'm talking about free work, you have to keep looking at it because occasionally they'll have some really good free stuff. And then you'll think, oh, I'll print that off such and such. I'll go and do it later, or, you know, a couple of days later you go back to it. And it's back under the paid section. So you really do have to keep checking on Twinkl what free things they've got. And when they've got it, download it while it's there, because there's a chance that it could end up back in the paid section. Well, around about the time of the death of Queen Elizabeth, I got lots of sheets. Now, I've not noticed if these have gone in the paid section, but they were free at the time. So it's like reading sheets, comprehension sheets. Let's see if I can. So lots of that. This is all Key Stage 3 from their section, because not often a lot of their stuff is free. It's more younger stuff, but like I say, I've never worried about age limits, really. If it's something that Sean enjoys doing and will grab her interest and maybe wanted to learn more about something, I'm quite happy to use them. Age doesn't bother me. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots of sheets there to read, and then it follows by question sheets. So they're like comprehension. Try not to let go because they're not clipped together, they'll all go everywhere. I won't remember what's from where. So yeah, and then again, there's a few of them. It goes on to more question sheets. I think all in all, there's about 3 sets of comprehension to read with matching question sheets, and all of that was free, which I thought was really good. And then, and this definitely has gone back in the paid section now, I think I found it about the same time as Queen Elizabeth's stuff, Charles Dickens Literary Lives. And again, it's reading, just things to read, and followed by questions at the end. So that's really good, and that was free, but that is back in the paid section now. Can't remember how much it is, but it's in the paid part. So I'm really glad I did that when I did. So I'm trying to make a point of every couple of days just checking on Twinkl to see what they've got, because the sheets are good if you can get them and you want to do a bit of structured work. It's quite good. So yeah, that was that. In fact, I left off them sheets behind in there. And then another one that I'd got, I'll just show you the top sheet, was a reading one. Now, I've seen this free a few times, so this might be one of the permanent free ones. Again, it's from the Key Stage 3. Oh, it says at the top. It's just like an excerpt from a book. There's another page that follows it in there. And then question sheet again, which is quite good. I like these sheets, and Sean quite likes doing the sheets as well. So if you want a bit of structured time, they're great to do for English or whatnot. I did look at the maths, but it might as well have been in foreign language, alien. So yeah, they're really good. So it's worth looking on Twinkl. Just keep an eye on it and see what they've got for free, because the free things do change. What you get free one day, you might be able to pay for the next, but you may look again a bit later on and it's free. So I just tend to keep an eye on what's there, and if I think Sean's going to be interested in it, then I'll print it off. Because like I say, they're not great big workbooks or anything, they're just sheets, couple of sheets. But you don't know what interest it'll spark in your child, and they can go and learn more. And we did that with Vikings, actually. So, yeah. So that's what we do on a Friday anyway. And I did want to show you the Twinkl sheets I'd got and tell you about that. Not to be put off by if you do see prices. Just keep your eye on things, and you might find you get some free bargains on there that you can download, but do them there and then. Or they might go back into the paid section. So yeah, that's it for that. So now you're going to see me again now on Friday. I'm going to come with the garden vlog on Friday. And the garden vlog is hosted by Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads. It's done once a month between March and October. So this will be the last one now. And I'm going to do mine on Friday. Well, I've done some of the filming already, but you'll see it on Friday. I've got to put it all together yet. So yeah, you'll see it on Friday, and then it'll be Tuesday again after that when you see me again. So if you like gardening, like watching the gardening vlogs, I will see you on Friday. But if you don't, you're only here for the homeschooling, then I will see you next Tuesday. So whenever I see you, until I do, take care of yourselves. Bye.